Right, so those are two specific use cases of how we're using AI at the moment to improve our go-to-market motions. There are a couple of other areas that we're excited about investigating but haven't kind of gone too far down the path yet. And the first one is kind of this idea of being able to use AI to be able to put together a much more granular and specific ICP profile, right? So we often work with companies that have grown, somewhat organically. They may have grown through inbound, they may have grown through referrals, and they've got a decent number of customers, but they haven't really tested the waters yet in terms of going outbound, right? And so we can look at an existing customer base and try to get some of that high-level firmographic data around what's a good fit profile for a customer. But what would be really interesting is if we could use AI to help us identify some of the things that aren't as obvious just by looking at that list of customers or that list of companies, right? And what I'm thinking about here specifically is things that are quite hard for humans to join the dots on, right? Like, is it that the people that bought from us, did the economic buyer have a certain personality type, right? Does the personality type of the economic buyer influence whether or not, we get a deal done? Does the tenure of the champion that we have in that deal, does their tenure at the company impact our ability to get a deal done, right? Like, is there a way that AI can kind of analyze a broader set of data to help us figure out, what are the other kind of intangible elements that help us to determine whether or not we have a good shot at being able to close a customer or potential customer or not, right? And again, it's things that are just too multivariate or too time consuming for humans to be able to go out and try to map manually or on a one-to-one basis. So if anyone knows of a company that's working on this, or if anyone has a good workflow that helps to identify some of those kind of second tier things, or some of the interesting elements of providing an indication around, likelihood to close score, hit me up. I'm really interested in exploring that use case in more detail.